Hey guys, Ali here. How are you doing? Welcome back to a Layman's Insight and another episode of Disco Elysium. Before we get started today, I just wanted to let you know that I have neighbours. And they're doing some DIY and stuff at the moment. I'm going to obviously doctor the sound as best I can to get rid of whatever drilling they're doing. But just in case I fail miserably, I apologise for you hearing such nonsense in the background. But you know, can't be helped. But welcome back. Well, I'm going to talk to this guy here. Like I said I was going to see if we can progress this quest a little bit.
Hi again, Gendarme.
I need to talk with your Sunday friend again. It's about committee business.
Oh, a committee. How interesting.
How boring. Ugh.
And if I may ask, Gendarme, what is this committee about?
He takes a measured drag of his cigarette.
He's all bemused skepticism. He doesn't actually care what you want with his friend.
Let's see here. I'm not really sure. I'm just trying to reach a higher authority. It's about assigning la responsibility. Yeah, sure. I might as well be honest with the guy.
God, of course it is. My friend is always trying to convince me I need a little more responsibility.
Okay.
As though I don't have enough going on already.
Yeah, doesn't everybody?
In any case, I would love to help. But the thing is, I don't know where he is. We don't talk about everything, you see.
Okay.
He might have mentioned something about making a tour of some historical sites up the coast. In an unofficial capacity, of course.
Do you know when he'll be back?
Not a clue. I'm not his agenda keeper, you see.
I guess I'll have to look for him along the coast.
I guess you will.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Historical. I seem to remember us finding a bunker. Let me see if I can find it on my map. That's not the map. This is the map. Here we go. It was here. This is the bunker here. I would say that's a historical thing, right? Like up here. I don't actually know where the coast is supposed to be. I think this is the coast here. But I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, I think this is maybe the historical thing that he's talking about. So, we might be able to... I guess we could refill that trap, couldn't we? The trap for the... You know, the fictional mythical beasts, or whatever they are. Let me just adjust my microphone here. Is that a good idea? Oh yeah, there's Suna. We could also kind of pick up that one as well. We need to talk to him. He might actually be in the church right now, so that might be a good place to go too. So a lot of options here. We need to find him along. We need to find this guy along the coast. So we're all kind of, I think, for the key quest that we're doing right now, we're kind of aiming for this area here, and we're currently where are we? Here? Yeah, this is the cafeteria. So yeah, we can quick travel there. That's not a problem. Let's get the hell out of Dodge. Brilliant. Okay, so map, travel to the church. Yeah, that's a good place to go first. The Fisherman's Village, I don't have much there other than to get signatures. Nothing much else to do there. Let's head up towards the bunker. Alright, so here's the bunker, but we tried to open this before. Now that we have a quest though...
Worn by elements, guards the depot.
Okay, no, we're not going to be able to open that. I wonder where he is then. I'm going to find the trap for now and get that refilled. And then... Ah, here's the trap. So we're going to refill this to get that quest done. We'll probably have to hand it back in again at the cafeteria, I think, at some point, but we won't worry about that just
The
now.
reeds dance slowly around the empty trap. The trap's netting trembles. No insect sounds or movement anywhere.
Okay, release the locusts into the empty trap.
The locusts, dazed from being transported, slowly begin to acclimate to their new surroundings.
Nice.
They're not really going to get the chance to get comfortable here.
Why?
Good. Now that's done. When can we get to our impending apocalypse of the modern
He really is not
investigation?
liking me taking these detours, is he?
Don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question.
Oh, okay. Fine. So, let's see if we can find him. Because I never saw anybody around here before. What was a thought here? The relay tower coordinates, sorry. Boat traffic in the bay, barely. Yeah, we're not gonna... There's that sound again. Ah. Let's look at the map here. I need to report to Lena for that? I thought so, okay. Yeah, the coast. See, this here looks like the coast to me. And that's not on my list here, is it? Am I being silly? Backyard wall. No, church doors. I guess we'll head back to the church then, having handed that back in. Sorry, having fulfilled that locust restock. And it's raining, we could use some shelter, so, you know. Let's check in with Suna and the soon-to-be club owners. I probably should be more proud, but... Oh wow, they got the music going already. Oh damn. Ah, look at him go. Let's talk to the ringleader.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine 1,000 people in here? 10,000?
It's hard to believe because there's not a lot of room. He waves his hands in an unbelievably lame, non-hardcore manner.
Ecstatic vibrations, totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Oh. He looks at the imposing black box in the corner that's churning out the sound.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honours, detective?
Let's see here. Let's ask everybody, what do you propose as the name, Andre?
Name. Everything I managed to come up with sounds just wrong.
Yeah, naming something's really hard,
Andre's overthinking it.
says the girl in the microphone.
Yes, you should do it, detective. It would be good for the signs.
Ah, and that would definitely benefit in the quest with Noid.
Lloyd's right. You've helped us so much. It's the right thing to do.
Okay, I'm going to ask Estelle, what would you suggest as the name?
How about something simple? Like the club?
It certainly does what it says on the tin, you know?
Too modern.
Too
Too
modern.
ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real. Real and true and beautiful.
I don't
Like
think
the
this...
morning after the rave.
I don't think this guy knows what the word ironic means. Egghead, you must have a lot of ideas.
Yakukata! Yakukata! The place to be!
Oh, okay then.
Yeko Qatar, the zone of ecological catastrophe.
Yikes.
That's too morbid, Egg. Got anything else?
Okay.
Hardcore! Hardcore to the mega! No, it has to be bigger than hardcore. Yes, it has to be even bigger than hardcore to the mega. It has to be bigger than the scene.
Noid, give me your 2 cents on the issue.
The The Amnesia.
Oh yeah.
Like the. I can't remember the name of the club, Amnesia.
Amnesia!
Okay.
It's not amnesia, guys.
Suna, do you have an opinion on this?
I don't.
Okay, thanks for being so blunt.
We have too many opinions anyway.
Kim, how would you name the club?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't build a club, and I wouldn't name it either.
Alright.
An underground place with no name? Sounds like something the Crabman would say.
Why don't you call it Club Crab?
We're not going with anything the Crabman would say.
Oh.
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of consciousness.
That's a fair point, Noid.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky. Next, please.
Okay, I think I've come up with a name.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Oh. No truce with the furries. Revershaw West. Revershaw West. How creative am I? Disco Elysium. I don't think there's any other name really, is there?
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
Now that would be ironic. The fact that disco's gone, but we're calling our club Disco Elysium.
The past is the future, but the future is dead.
I'm sure he doesn't actually pay attention to the words coming out of his mouth sometimes.
No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be. And short. And memorable.
Yeah.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
A light beam washes over the dance floor, bathing it in a violet blue.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance.
Oh,
revolution to
Jesus.
celebrate the name. Someone turns up the beat.
Observe his movement. What are you doing, Andre?
I'm dancing.
Really? He performs yet another strange pattern of moves, but it doesn't look very cool or modern. Honestly, it looks kinda lame.
That soft core gyrating is supposed to be dancing.
We should talk about it. We should talk about your so-called dancing.
Yes, my man.
He jumps up and down with glee, his moves punctuated by the stroboscopic flash of the club lights.
Talk? What is there to talk about if you can express yourself with moves? Audio waves thump against your ribcage. The speaker setup makes everything sound much better. But there's a noticeable lack of something.
I've been meaning to ask you, what's with the hair?
It's to express my individuality.
Alright.
Is that a bald spot?
Oh.
It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes, but it looks like he's balding.
Is it important for you to be an individual?
Of course it is. Otherwise, I'd just be another poor guy with no education and no money. General issue, man. Now I'm all that, and I have radical spikes.
Or is it because you're balding?
Or because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me.
Oh, well, at least he owns it, you know? I mean, he's not trying to deny it. He wasn't offended by me bringing up the fact that he's balding.
I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20.
How old are you, Andre?
Not 20.
Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. Yeah, I honestly, I can't dance in real life anyway, so I'm not at all sore that I can't deal with that.
goodbye, officer.
Goodbye, Andre. Let's find Noid. I have a skill point to use as well, so I definitely want to use that.
You got us in, cop. I can't believe you got us in.
He looks around the hall, examining the carpentry.
With wonder in his sharp eyes.
Between you and me, I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
No!
You really came through for the hardcore underground.
We learn something new every day, Noid.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame, but still quite ungainly shapes on the church floor, sweating profusely. Estelle using her contact mic to listen to a tree underwater.
That's odd, sure.
The one with the large head is blasting the dance track on repeat, while the stained glass window behind him is rattling from the bass. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Let's see here. These kids got spunk, I admire that. Better here than in the tent. It wasn't safe. I'm genuinely into hardcore lifestyle. You wouldn't understand. I'm a corrupt cop, Kim. This is a corrupt scheme. I did it for mankind. For all mankind. Great show, by the way, that. For all mankind. Let's see. Yeah, these kids got spunk. I admire that.
Okay.
The lieutenant keeps it laconic. Oh, damn, I don't know what that means. Laconic. Whoops. Definition. Duck, duck, go! Okay, Webster, sorry. Using or involving the use of a minimum of words, concise to the point of seeming rude or mysterious. Oh, he's being cheeky. Okay, right. Noid, what do you think about the church?
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes.
What?
Now it could be something more.
He rubs his hands together. I'm assuming he's kind of personifying the wood here, as in dead bodies, meaning that they used to be trees. How old do you think the church is? Over 300 years?
That's right. The first settlers built it, plus 6 more like it, on the coast here. Was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something, but I understand. Alone on an uninhabited archipelago, forced to face themselves and nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental.
That sounds quite peaceful.
I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well.
What style is this church built in?
A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism. Lawmonger, huh? It's a subset of early DeLorean architecture.
Okay, and what is DeLorean architecture like?
Total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made thousands like this. Does that help you out?
Mass production churches is a really scary and strange idea. Wow. Also, by saying ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube, including everything in between, isn't he pretty much saying that everything is DeLoreanism? What would a DeLorean building look like?
Like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white, a false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical.
Alright.
Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Marriage shit. Virtue and tyranny.
Ah, well, this church isn't painted white, as far as I can tell.
Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside.
What?
Before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Where's the evidence of that?
Year after year, flake after flake, whitewashed clean, then covered in green moss.
Oh yeah, what did you mean by dead bodies?
Dead bodies are perennial plants. Sigma functions have left this place. It's a good thing we came along. The spiritual collapse has been total.
Spiritual collapse?
I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away.
Damn. You read some weird stuff.
They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it.
First, where's that quote from?
A Sarais man who lived a long time ago, an ancient hardcore brother.
What you're saying is you're not a big fan of inacentic system. What you're saying is religion has stopped being hardcore. I go with the first one.
A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core.
The way he says it, the force in false core is invested with 20 kilotons of disgust.
But you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember? I did not agree with all that talk about the Ecclesiastes being okay with this then, and you propose dance music will supplant this system? I'm gonna go... Wait, hold on. Yeah, but you guys said the Ecclesiastes were all about love and hardcore before, remember?
I only said unity. One word. Figures of authority always misquote you.
He points to his friends. Who was it that said... Oh, maybe it was the Andre guy.
Andre doesn't care about the Ecclesiastes. He just wants the operation to run smoothly. And Egg is a demi-beast. You shouldn't listen to what people say. You should listen to what they are.
Indeed. Indeed. I agree with that statement, that's for sure. And you propose dance music will supplant this system.
Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with.
Let's see here. Don't you have to be on drugs for that, though?
Only a little.
Not cool. I'm shaking my head.
All large human gatherings are narcotic. Ask any such undertaking in history, this included. Chemistry is true to its word.
The chemistry in a group of people is quite exhilarating.
There is a difference between narcotics and group elation. One kills you, the other does not.
Indeed.
The supercharged humanism that the innocentic system has been feeding us on giant city squares, that's not a drug. The sugar and wheat it feeds us is healthy.
Forget it. It will become an imbecilic discussion. You two continue. It's more hardcore.
How'd you like the glass work? Pointing to the stained glass window.
I don't. Fuck her giving me the evil eye.
Nice. That's her innocence, Dolores Day. Mind your words. I'm getting some real negative vibrations from her too. You wanted to get inside the church, now you don't like the stained glass window?
I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it.
No.
Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the club.
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. This is a house of love. Mass murder on the floor.
But she's innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here. But she's pretty. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days? The resettlement programs were totally okay. I'm a big fan of resettlement. No, I do feel like there's something terrifying about her. Isn't she supposed to be the embodiment of the world spirit? Would you say she was, you know, human?
I like this question, cop man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator.
Alright.
That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. And they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that.
Let's see. I don't know what you're talking about. I have thousands of fans. I'm surrounded by love and support all the time. She was a player. She played us all. It's just a game to her. Nah, I don't agree with that. Yeah, they hate this too.
Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
Alright. But she's the innocence of humanism. Humanism seems to be a pretty big deal around here.
Humanism leads to eating sugar and pigs. Humanism was invented to mass produce billions of humans. Billions of humans can mass produce hundreds of billions of pigs.
Okay.
Many, many more tons of sugar.
Oh, such an addictive drug, sugar.
She liked games. Her legacy, the thing we're living, isn't real life. It's a strategy for some kind of victory against a long dead opponent. But, yo, I'm only annoyed. What do I know?
But she's pretty.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, alright?
The impossibly unachievable standard, yeah.
Then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core. That so-called beauty of hers.
Let's see. You're right. I like it harder core.
In the true life of tomorrow, every woman will be an innocence. They will wear neon headbands and leggings, and they will glow in the dark.
It sounds like the 80s. He smiles enigmatically.
Oh my living God. It's there. Suddenly you feel like you need to plummet into it. Look away. Say something.
I say it sounds like the 80s as somebody who was born in the mid-80s. I don't obviously know firsthand, but I've seen movies. Yeah, but like, who isn't accused of being a mass murderer these days?
No one says Arno van Eyck is a mass murderer. The Anodic pioneer Rietveld is not a mass murderer. He is not accused of mass murder.
Those two sentences mean two different things. You can be a mass murderer and not be accused of being one. It's called not getting caught.
Likewise, no one says Jermaine Egghead or Andre are mass murderers. You can live entirely outside that suspicion. Billions of people go about not being guilty of mass murder. Just not her.
The resettlement programs were totally okay. I'm a big fan of resettlement programs for some reason.
Are you a commie cop?
I am.
Then that's why. Communism's just a bloody humanism, if you ask me. Has her love all over it.
I do feel like there's something terrifying about her.
There is. She is a party repellent and must be taken down before we can begin partying in here.
Yeah, but then there'll be a massive hole in the wall and everybody will get stiff nipples and shiver all the time.
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something closer to your skin.
Keep it. Keep the beautiful sharp shards. Keep her long face and her hair.
The speed freak's eyes narrow with suspicion, as if he's looking at a man possessed.
It's not coming down. People are gonna love it. It'll be like our thing. Plus it keeps the cold and the rain out.
Yeah. No stiff nips. It's always good. Isn't she supposed to be an embodiment of the world spirit?
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore is an organ of the world spirit.
He raises his left hand.
This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. She's a thief, if you ask me. An organ thief. All innocences are.
Yeah, I'm done talking about her. I don't want to think about her anymore.
What a strange choice of words.
Indeed.
Caustic. Overflowing with negativity.
Well, excuse me.
That can't be healthy. What's happening here? Why do you keep coming back to this window?
I don't know. It's a nice window.
Why do you keep saying that if it isn't making you feel well? Don't come back to this anymore. Stop talking about that damn window.
Oh, okay. How are you settling in?
Hard to say, cop man. Signs in here are distinctly wild. Gonna take a while before everything's properly synced. I did get to talk to the crab man though.
You mean Diago?
Anyway, he's been giving me kind of a psychic rundown of this place.
Alright then.
Dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us.
Let's see here. You mean all his sobriety stuff isn't too restrictive for you?
Talking to him, I realised that sobriety can be pretty hardcore too.
Good for
I
you!
respect it. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him.
Oh, I wouldn't want to squash him. Let's see here. What did Tiago tell you about the church?
The crabman's been lurking here for a while.
Oh.
He's experienced things. Things that give off bad signs. As far as we can tell, the Ubies built this place about 320 years ago as a sarcophagus.
Do you mean there are dead bodies in here?
Not like a literal sarcophagus. I'm just being metaphorical.
What's it for?
Encasement, confinement of something they were afraid of. Something new and unheard of on the Isola. I think that's what the crabman is experiencing when he climbs around upstairs. Like, this is some old world shit the Ubies had heard about. I thought the best way to deal with it was to build a church surrounding it to contain it.
Ah, that kind of reminds me of a lot of the stories behind, like, Stonehenge and other sort of, you know, landmarks in the world. I don't get it. Contain what exactly?
I don't know. And it's not something they properly understood either, what it does. But it's what this sonar person is looking for and trying to measure.
He nods towards the woman.
It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything. All those things they really can't.
And what makes you think Suna's gonna fail?
Seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance.
I found a doomed commercial area in Martinez proper. Maybe it's the same thing the Ubies were trying to contain. Or what if it's without substance? I guess there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, okay, we'll mention the doomed commercial
Like
area.
the concentric rings spreading out, the struggling villages. And that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. Yeah, a lot of failure has gone down around here.
You think there's any merit to the theory?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. It's not even a thing we can answer, Cop Man. Even I have limits. I'm a limited psi person.
What if it's without substance? I guess there's nothing to worry about.
Maybe you can figure things out, Cop Man. I think we got on a good level here.
Huh.
The signs are syncing up well.
Why are you so suspicious about everything?
Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around spilling everything to Johnny Law. They don't call me Noid for nothing.
I don't even know what Noid means. I mean, I just think it's like an abbreviation of not on roids in my head.
It took us setting out for this whole enterprise to get our signs synced.
Why are you called Noid anyway?
It's short for paranoid.
Oh, may I ask what good is being suspicious?
A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion.
And what are you suspicious of?
It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of.
Go ahead.
I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away.
And what are the most suspicious things?
I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of, but if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment.
Yeah.
The pig-wheat paradigm.
Alright, okay. Does this mean that you are mentally ill?
Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I think I don't reach mental illness. I am merely politically ill. A suspicious element.
Huh. That's an interesting little observation. Tell me more about the left-right
I
business.
prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity.
If only that last part was true. But yeah. Yeah. Man, this guy is a little smarter than I think he's letting on.
The original mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray.
Yeah.
Far from our true lives, but we may yet find a way back.
I hope so, Noid. What's suspicious about the production of pork and wheat?
It's only our shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
What's bad about animals? Animals are cute.
Nothing. Animals are cool, guys. I like animals too, but that doesn't mean I have to be one myself.
Well, that was certainly stimulating. I want to ask you about something else now.
His eyes flicker.
You mentioned true life. What would that be like?
A life is true if it's free from fear, an internal division among oneself and others. Mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness. It will be hardcore.
How would you go about returning to this true life?
Beats and bright lights to shatter falsehoods. Nerve impulses for the collective body. We are very much alike in basic structure. An hard enough beat would awaken everyone to a truer calling. In unity.
Ha! Very cool.
Just like that. The speed freak is right in your face. His eyes burning. His comrades look on worriedly. The young man is dead serious about this.
So you're advocating a noise-based society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true, hardcore life. There's just never been enough of them, and they had to rely on some extremely basic percussion.
Very cool. Man. Man, this is really good. You keep mentioning hardcore. What does it mean to you?
Utmost dedication. Thoughts from the spinal cord. It's a potent superlative as well. Egghead usually has a better concept of the hardcore. He just really likes saying hardcore.
Hardcore!
His friend shouts from behind the mix table, with a smile surpassing your own in wideness. A total moon face. And eyes full of naive wonderment. That was vague. Dedication. Something else superlative.
Maybe you're being too specific about it. Try consulting with your spinal cord.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah, sure thing.
Man, you know, there's... I am vibing with this guy, I'm gonna be honest. It's sometimes when you're like... I'm definitely an individual who tends to overthink things on occasion, and when I say on occasion, it happens quite a lot. And sometimes I just need to listen to some really epic music. Not like I'm not a big music, like a mainstream kind of pop music guy, because the majority of it's constructed. If I'm honest, you know, it's built to be sold and consumed. It's not really expressive of much. So I'm more into like not dance music. I like some electronic music though, but more like kind of the prog rock, prog metal kind of stuff. I like that stuff a lot. Going all the way back to like the 1960s. Stuff like Rush and Yes and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes when I feel like I'm trapped in my own head, sometimes I just need to listen to that stuff really loud and just sit, and then it kind of breaks down certain barriers in my brain. And then after I finish listening to the album, I have a much clearer sort of perception of myself and what it is I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Obviously, everybody finds that in their own kind of way, but music is definitely a very strong tool for that kind of thing. What a great thing to say. Really cool. What's with the clothes?
They're hardcore.
You look like a woman with those earrings.
You know what I think? I think man, woman, and child are arbitrary divisions which serve to bind humanity to serfdom.
Except from the clear biological differences. That's it.
They're just clothes.
Fair enough. I mean, he's right. They are just clothes. I thought there would be more to it.
It's just a style, you know. Normal hard style. Anyone can wear it.
I'm not able to do this because I can't conceptualize very well. Take care, Noid. Wow, what an insightful little guy. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'm going to end this episode here, and then we're going to talk in the next episode to Estelle and to Egghead over here. And then we'll move on to Suna after that. So we'll hopefully get all of that done in the next episode. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I really liked that conversation with Noid. That was really nice. I can relate to that on a number of levels. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can always hit that button. If you're wanting to stick around for the rest of this game playthrough, or of course anything else that I cover in the future, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And as always, if you have anything that you feel compelled to express, make sure to use the comment section below, and I will do my best to talk back to you with something remotely sensible. For now though, take care, and I will see you in the next episode.